there, everybody. It is Wednesday, July 20th. It's been about a week since the last episode of Comics Again, so let's move right along with things. As you know, when it's Wednesday, that means it's time for Comics Again. This week over at DC Comics, we've got a couple things for you to look at. First off is a new number one. It's a number 1 of 6 in the DC vs. Vampire series. It's a new miniseries that go alongside of that main series, except this one is a black, white, and red color palette. Check it out. All Out War. Also coming away from DC Comics is this week's tie-in to the Dark Crisis. It's Dark Crisis Young Justice issue 2. Don't miss out if you're reading all this stuff in the Dark Crisis. Alright, over there at Marvel, I've been talking a lot about it. The whole Judgment Day thing. Well, it's here. Yes, the Avengers are gonna fight the Eternals, are gonna fight the X-Men. Except they do it Avengers, X-Men, Eternals. But whatever, it's Judgment Day. Judgment Day number 1 is here. Get in on the ground floor, the first stop of the ride. Here we are, ground floor Judgment Day. It's here. Judgment Day. What the heck's gonna happen with this? If you liked that Defenders miniseries last year, you're gonna love this year's Defenders miniseries with Defenders Beyond. Yeah, here it is. It's coming your way right now with the same creative team, and it's going to give you everything you need to fill that Defender-shaped hole in your life. Hey, if you're like, I'm sitting at home going, I wonder what's going on with those 10 rings. Well, check it out. Shang-Chi's got a new series. It's Shang-Chi and the 10 Rings. Check it out. You know you want to read it. It's the 10 Rings. Get there. Coming away from the other publishers, starting off with an IDW title called Dark Space's Wildfire. It's a new Scott Snyder series about inmates that are used to fight a forest fire, but they take advantage of a little inside knowledge. They go off and pull a heist while the fire rages. From those fine folks at Aftershock comes the brother of all men. Post-World War I, this soldier has returned and is now a private eye. Figure out what's going on here as PTSD takes a front seat to a PI job. Coming away from Image is a new series called Rogues Gallery. Scream meets the Purge in this home invasion story. I'm already a little bit nervous about it, but hey, check it out. It's gonna be scary, creepy, and gross and violent, and make you lock your doors 3 times at night. Yeah, Rogues Gallery. Here it is. Remember that Skybound X that came at you last year? It was celebrating 10 years of Robert Kirkman's Skybound imprint over there at Image Comics. Well, he's done a wild thing and come out with Skybound X number 25. No, you didn't miss a pile of issues. Yeah, there aren't 20 other issues of this thing laying around. He did a thing to harken back on an old school deal that happened in the old days, back in the 90s, kids. The old days of Image Comics, when they did this look into the future. He even has it on there, Images of Tomorrow. Where they jumped ahead a whole bunch of issues, so issue 25 of a new series, to kind of intrigue the audience to see what the hell's going on and maybe get them to stick around for 25 issues. Well, a lot of those comics didn't make it that far, but this is in celebration of that. He's taking a look forward into what's going on in the Skybound X timeline, if they ran, for 25 more issues. I guess 20 more issues, technically. But anyway, Skybound X 25. Cool Image anthology. Over there at Dark Horse Comics, Hellboy has a new BPRD one-shot, Time is a River, so don't miss that if you love all things Hellboy. And if you love all things Hellboy, you're not going to want to miss the Young Hellboy number 1 of a new miniseries, The Assault on Castle Death. New Hellboy and Young Hellboy in the same week. Can't get enough, right? Oh, and I know this isn't a number 1, and it's not really a new series or anything, but it's issue 4 of something, and our pal, Alex X-Men Lawn, did the cover. Yo, what's up, Alex? It's Bloodstained Teeth, issue 4. Alex did another creepy cover in his pretty unique style of cutout stuff, but it really definitely adds a cool dimension to this book. So check out your copy now, and he was nice enough to stop by and sign them for us. So, while supplies last, exclusive to Brave New Worlds, signed Alex Ekman Lawn, Bloodstained Teeth, issue 4. Take a step back in time to 1978 with the continuation of the Superman movie franchise here in Superman 78. Issues 1 through 6 are collected in here for $24.99. It's classic fun. It's got all the things you want and all the things you love from those Richard Donner Supermans. If you've been playing along at home with those X-Men, you know there's a lot of things going on and a lot of complicated stories. Well, let's complicate it a little bit more with the X lives and X deaths of Wolverine collected in one big old book. Yes, it's a future Wolverine and a past Wolverine and a past everybody and some other past things and other future things all colliding in this story that takes place to give birth to the new status quo of the X-Men. Again, I don't know, there's so many status quo ships for those boys and girls and peoples over there in Krakoa, I can barely keep track. But here it is, the X lives and deaths of Wolverine, 1 through 5 of both of those series, collected in the order you want to read them in, for $75 in one nice, beautiful hardcover. It's yellow. All of them have really cool colors when they do these hardcovers. It's a yellow one. And if you're trying to figure out what your collection's worth, you might want to grab the new version of Overstreet. It's out here today. Here it is. It's Overstreet Price Guide 52nd edition. It's the 2022-2023. It's got everything. It's got it all. Everything. It's probably up to yesterday. Who even knows? This thing is super advanced. It's from the future. It's from the past. It's from everywhere. Much like the X Lives and Deaths of Wolverine. And it's even yellow on the back. It's $44.95. Hardcover. New Overstreet guide. Figure out what all your comics are worth. And that's it for me once again. Thanks for tuning in to Comics Again. We will be doing this again next week, I assure you. It just happens all the time. It just never stops, really, this train of comics. They just keep coming out. Remember, if you can't shop with us in store, you can always shop on our website at bravenewworldscomics.com. And don't forget to update your pull list and use the Comic Hub app. If you don't have it already, you should probably download it. You can put in advance orders and things like that so you don't miss out on all the hot books. Yeah, Comic Hub, get on it. See you next week. Like and subscribe. Forced to go fight fires. Huh, pretty pertinent. There's a lot of fires going on in the world right now. First off, let's start off. Signed, Alex X. Milan. After the Superman, Richard Donner.